An hour late, but I am here. Oops. I'm gonna share my screen in a minute as soon as I figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, let's shrink this away. I think. Why does this show like it's filtered? Because it is filtered. Just give me one, well, more than 1 second. Now I need to do this. I'm doing a bit of spreadsheeting off screen, which I will then show on as soon as I equals v lookup. Oh fudge! I always do this. Copy. Paste. Make sure there's nothing here. No, okay. It's just sheet 2. No pivots, thank God. Okay, let's go back now. Equals v lookup d2 comma sheet 2 exclamation a to b comma. Oh God, it is so dusty in my office. I really have to do some dusting. Okay. Why am I not able to click the black? There we go. Okay. I knew there'd be some NAs here. 2 of them. I feel like these were there last time. There's a fee. Information race. Yeah, I think I just like overrode the thing, so I'll just overwrite it again. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's come back over here. And, okay. Okay, so similar to the other one, I need to do a similar sorting, right? No, I'm gonna need to, oh. Why does my, oh. I'm gonna assume that's right. Quit Excel right now. Okay, so I am going to oh, thanks for the fresh cut. Sorry, I have so many windows open right now that I didn't even see my chat window till just now. Good morning, Shay. Yes, I have to drive a good hour, to almost hour and a half to Binghamton in upstate New York in order to find a place, as I'm sure I don't even have to tell you, that can, I don't want to use the word accommodate, but can understand the kind of hairstyle that I'm going for. And being that I am literally living in the middle of nowhere, that's difficult to find locally, if you feel me. So my wife graciously went on Facebook, which apparently there's a Facebook group for everything, to say, like, you know, where are there any really good barbershops that will cut or knows how to cut black people's hair. And so Albany was an option. But I never want to go to Albany ever again, because I literally like lived in Albany in a hotel for like a good 4 to 6 weeks, I think, right when we were trying to close on this house. And so Albany and I are not on good terms right now. So I'm like, never again. Please. I don't even want to drive through it. Okay. Like that was the kind of nightmare that I have, with the capital of New York. But anyway, so we drive to Binghamton. Basically, we're going to try to do it every 6 weeks so that I can get my hair cut at least every 6 weeks. And I like this place. It's nice. It's called like New York Styles 99, I think. And it's just outside of Binghamton. It's not like in the main hub of Binghamton, which is fine by us because we're used to not being in a big populous city area, and we can only imagine what like main Binghamton area would be like. Like we would probably be freaking out with all the people and the stuff. So it's in like, I think it's Johnson City. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. So today I'm going to be doing some Stack stuff, some Substack stuff. say that 10 times fast. And so I'm going to be sharing my window as soon as I figure out how I share my window. Is it like this? I think it might be. Hold on a second. Let's just. Okay. Yeah, I think this works. I'm just gonna turn. Oh, I don't need to turn it off. I guess I could just change what it says to sub. Oop, sub to my stack. Now I assume that I set up a bot. Oh, jeez. For exclamation Substack, it would be kind of dumb if I didn't. Oh dear, what am I doing? I'm trying to center this. I have to do type. Let me just confirm that, right? I did. Okay. Whew, that would have been kind of dumb if I didn't have an actual command for that. Okay. So I'm just going to do some, I don't know how clear that's coming through, if at all. But this is how, and I'm doing a series of blog posts that are going to be going up between now and October 4th, every Monday, Wednesday. So Monday, earlier this week, I don't think I streamed actually. Shay, I know you said you're sorry you missed my stream from Monday, but while I did go live, I didn't actually stream because something happened. I forget what. So I was streaming for like 40 minutes, but I never actually came on camera. And I can't remember what. Oh, Monday was like actually a nightmare. That's why I'm trying not to remember it. Monday morning, it was a nightmare. But anyway, so when I finally was able to like get on, which was like 40 minutes later, I just ended up signing out because we had to go do something in the morning. So I didn't actually stream. In fact, I think I deleted that video because I didn't actually, like, I was live, but like I said, I wasn't actually present. I had up my like starting soon screen and I never actually did. So yeah, I ended up just deleting it so that it wouldn't become a part of my like overall library of videos. But yeah, it was Monday was just, it was a day. It was a day that was my fault and that will forever live in infamy as one of the worst days of our lives. But anyway, I mean, next to like death in the family, but it was just really, it was a really bad day. So yeah, so aside from that, I'm working on this where it's gonna be 15 or 14, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So all of these that are highlighted in green are a part of the Substack for fiction writers. You could call it like a masterclass kind of thing, but they're going to be like actual like really long blog posts. And I'm really trying to do like a pre-recorded YouTube video that I do it and then I upload it, and it be, like a lot of YouTube channels do. That's the one aspect that I haven't broken into yet with my YouTube channel, and I really want to. I don't know why I'm so hesitant to do it, and I'm looking to see if maybe this will be what will get me to do it, which is to turn these very long blog posts, which are basically a step-by-step guide. The first one is just literally creating your Substack account, because I know there are some people who like to read a step-by-step guide, and then there are some people who are visual and audio in learning, and so they want to hear it and they want to see it. And making a YouTube video where I go literally go through this entire thing, which I can then drop that YouTube video in this post and say, okay, you can read it, but if it's TLDR, you can watch the video, right? So I'm thinking of, getting over my fears of for whatever reason, like I can do this live stream thing. I can chat casually. That's no problem. But the second it comes to like scripted thing, it just feels very awkward to me. And I just get all like in my head and stuff. But anyway, this one came out about an hour and 15 minutes ago. This is the next one. So it's Substack for Fiction Writers 102, and this is actually publishing your first post. So I literally give you some examples of other Substacks that do nonfiction, fiction, and then who do both. I'm one of the people who has a Substack that's both nonfiction and fiction. I probably should have included myself in the list, but I didn't, like a moron. And then I give you some pros for why you'd want to do one or the other, or why you'd want to do both in your Substack. And then I get started on the process of actually writing your first blog post, what the settings look like, what's important to take note of, etc. And basically get you to the point where you're hitting publish, and you're good to go. So the next few, and I'm going to be working on it this weekend, tightening them up and stuff, because I took all the screenshots and everything. So now it's just a matter of writing the very long drawn out blog post. Is going to be on like how to write your welcome email, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's going to be, like I said, sort of like a master class for Substack, and how fiction writers can utilize this platform to grow their audience and to grow their email list, which is what we all need and want to do. Aside from my regular blog posts, which I also have here, I had to push them all the way back to October and November because I wanted to drop all of these lessons in one go. Like I didn't want to space them out too far. I want to release them all right away, but I also want, by the time I get to October 4th, to be able to promote all 14 at one time, so that someone can come in and just pick and choose what they need, and they'll expand. Like I'll find another blog post that I might want to do that might be for an advanced Substack user versus a beginner, and I set it up that way so that all of the 100s are for beginner, and then all of the 400s are for an expert. So if you already know all this stuff, you've been using Substack, and you've got all these things set up and everything, then I take you into the more analytical stuff and the more deep-spirited stuff about like how you can analyze the stats that they give you. I'm going to share this spreadsheet itself, how I'm tracking my stack, so how you can track yours, depending on what you want to do. Like I have goals here, like financial goals, and that's what these are. And I don't mind sharing them because we should all have financial goals, right? So if I want to be able to live off of my stack, because you can take Substack and you can turn it into something similar to a Patreon, where certain posts are free and then other ones are behind a paywall. So you can do that option as well, which I'm going to be starting to do, or doing next summer. So I'm going to do a full year of Substack, and everything that I put on my stack will be basically free for everyone to read and subscribe to. So I'm giving myself a year to grow my newsletter, and to grow my email list. But then next summer, I think it's exactly June 5th, 2022 is when I will be turning on my paid subscription arm of Substack, and my novel that I'm going to make a serialized novel will be behind that paywall. So the first 4 or 5 chapters of that novel will be free, but then if you want to continue to read it to the end and continue to read the entire series, then you'll need to pay. And it's probably going to be, I think I'm setting it to be $7 a month, and then there's a month, there's an annual, and then there's like a sponsor or member, and I can actually change what that is, but it's almost like a lifetime membership fee type of thing. that's how they do it in Substack. So it's not like Patreon, because with Patreon you can have several different tiers. This one, there's only one monthly price that you can set, but you can give people discounts. You can set whatever discount you want. You can give free lifetime subscription, so I can let someone in for like a month or forever, just by having their email address. So it's really flexible in that way, and I actually like that they don't give you the option of having so many tiers, because that's one of the things from Patreon. Sometimes too many bells and whistles can distract you from the point of using the platform, right? So for me, I love using Substack so far because it's literally freeing me up to do the thing that I want to do, which is just write. So, I set these things up, and now I feel like, instead of thinking like, oh, I have 3 Patreon tiers, one tier, the lowest tier gets this, the second tier gets this, and then the third tier, should I have someone in there, I promised that I would give them this, every month. And it makes you beholden to the tiers and to the reward levels, instead of beholden to just doing my writing, right? And so I like that it's like you just give one amount, be like, this is the amount, this is how much it is every month. If you want, you can, get 2 free months if you just pay the whole year up front. This is what you're going to get. And when I ask for that, or when I turn that on, what I'm hoping is I'm going to have like a year, or really 18 months worth of writing, that a person who comes in will see, like, this isn't me saying, give me money, and I haven't been doing any work in the past X amount of time. Like, I've been consistent for the last 18 months. And so me saying I'm going to deliver this when I'm going to deliver it will not be sort of like, is she really? Because she seems to have skipped a lot of weeks or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like holding back on doing that. But this is what I have here. I have like 3 columns, which I really should only have 2, but I added my dream goal, just because, I do have a goal that will get me to approximately what I would need in order to stop working the job that I'm working right now, which would give me about $7,000 a month. And that's before they take their cut, which is 10%. And then there's also the credit card fees. So that's how much Substack takes. They take 10% plus whatever the credit card fees are, which is difficult for me to tabulate here. So I'm just tabulating it as if it were like, as if they weren't taking anything. And then I know whatever it comes down to below 7,000 will not fall so low that it'll be less than what I'm already bringing home every month. So if I can hit this, I'm good. And the way that I calculated this would mean that I would need at least 10,000 subscribers, because the way that Substack explains it is, if you have between 30 and 50% of your email list is actively, if I recall correctly, the way they worded it is like actively opening your emails and engaging in it. So if they're opening your emails and you have that open rate of, and I think it's called open rate. I'm saying open rate, but total view. Yeah, this column right here. If your open rate is between 30 and 50%, then that means about 5% of your whatever your total subscriber list is likely, not definitely, but likely going to become a paid subscriber. So that's what and I think I removed the formula, but that's the formula that I originally had here. So this is basically, I think this is actually 10%, because what I did was if your open rate is over 50%, between like 50 and 75, then closer to 10% likelihood of your total of your total subscriber list is going to become a paid subscriber. So if 10% of, you know, if I had 10,000 subscribers, that means that it's likely that 10% of them will pay when I say that I have things behind a paywall, which is 1,000 subscribers, which is what you want. You want the super fans, right? Which I've actually been returning to read the super fans book, where you want 1,000 super fans. If you can get 1,000 super fans, then you can basically, they say, make $100,000 a year easy money from just having those 1,000 who are going to buy whatever you're selling. So in this case, I'm going to be selling my stack, my Substack. So I'll have about 1,000 who will pay out of the 10,000 subscribers that I have. And in that case, if my, and this one does have the formula. So if my monthly charge for that is $7, they will pay that $7. Then this is approximately how much I will make every month before Substack takes their 10% plus credit card fees. So it'll come down to probably closer to between 6,000 and 6,500 or something like that. So then my dream, which would be crazy, is if I doubled that, right? So that's basically what my dream number is me doubling everything. And this should be, calculation is this. Oh, there we go. And that should be that, and this should be 20,000, and then this should be 10%. There we go. Okay. All the calculations down here are fixed now. So yeah, so if I would able to double that, which is crazy talk. And so what's happening like each month is I am determining, I worked my way backwards. Hold on one second. What did I? Interesting. I determined how many each month I would need to increase in order to get to the number that I need. And I think it's like 350 or something like that. Unfortunately, I had to copy and then paste the values, because when I had the formulas in there, it was messing things up. So there are no formulas in here, but I could add a column where I would do what the difference is from one to the other to show what it is. But I think it's something like 350 or 250. I forget what, but this is showing how many I need by the end of the month in order to keep track and to keep on pace with reaching what I want to reach, which, as you can see here, I'm not looking to reach 10,000 till 2023, which hopefully by then I will have quite a portfolio, quite a track record, quite a lot, and it will not be as difficult as all that to reach it. But that's what I'm tracking here. And then also what I'm tracking here is each of my types of newsletters within my Substack, which I'll show in a second. But within your Substack, you can have what's called sections, which are really, you can think of them as specific newsletters within your main newsletter. So if you're thinking of having a newsletter that covers different kinds of things, and so you don't want to bog someone down with, you know, your nonfiction, like creative writing journey posts if all they're interested in is the short stories that you're releasing to your newsletter, right? So they can decide that they either just want, you know, in my case, they just want the Friday Fiction 2.0, or they just want my monthly updates that I only give on the first of the month, or they want the stuff about writing, which is like my Substack, you know, how to be a fiction writer on Substack, or, you know, the different kinds of things, which is in my case is called the creative view. So this is me like redefining the newsletter, rewrite, revise, and review, where I go over what the differences are. And I just talk about different things within the writing community, the writing world, and I give my own tips and experiences that I've had within them. And this is just a mishmash of stuff. Too many ideas syndrome, you know, what to do when you have too many ideas. Be a guide, not a guru. What is spec fic? I do also reviews here. So when I took N.K. Jemisin's masterclass, I reviewed it. You know, it's all of those kind of things. They might not want this. They might just want my fiction stuff. So, you know, it's, so each of these tabs up here are sections, and but I think of them as newsletters, because you can pick and choose and say, as a subscriber, I only want your Friday fiction stuff, and you can do that, so that you just check off Friday fiction, and anytime I post something that's Friday fiction, it's going to send it to people who only selected to get notified when I put something under this umbrella, which right now I have 2 things under there, because I just started this on August 6th. So this Friday will be in 2 days. I'll write the third one, and it'll go here. And it's easy to do. Like if you go into your account and you come here, here's your email notification. So you just uncheck the ones you don't want, and then you won't get it. You will only get the ones that you leave checked off. And if you uncheck everything, it automatically, that's how you unsubscribe from someone, is by unchecking everything in there. So what I'm doing is I'm tracking when I post to my Substack, when I share that post to Twitter, and also I want to start sharing my posts on Instagram as well. I'm coming up with a template that I'm going to use, which will be, you know, the same. It'll have the same look, the same vibe, but the difference will be telling you what that post is about, so that way I can get further reach. And I'm going to be working on that later this week and really hone that in. And then what I'm going to try to do is mention a different Substack in that particular post, if I can remember, or if there's one that I find I want to mention, just out of the blue. I'm not even going to tell that person that I'm going to be mentioning them. It's not like an official newsletter swap. That would be here. Like if I have an official newsletter swap, then I want to make sure I'm tracking it, and then I'm keeping track that I'm doing a newsletter swap, and that it's going in this particular post, you know, from this particular month, etc. And then any notes I might have for myself. So I'm doing that for each type or each section of my Substack. So here is the creative view, and I put them in order of how frequently or when I do them. So the first edition, as you can see, just comes out on the first of every month, and this is technically my MailChimp. So my MailChimp email was, I sent out an email on the first of every month, and so I am officially closing down my MailChimp as of December 1st. December 1st will be the final MailChimp email that I send, and then from that moment forward, closing out the account. I actually have a blog post that is coming out right here on November 29th, just before my final thing, which is MailChimp and the last straw. So this post is already scheduled and cycled to come out on this day to explain in detail why I'm leaving MailChimp and why I feel other people should do the same. But regardless of that, so this is what, so I'm just going to be tracking all these things. For the creative view, this is the only one that also goes or gets cross-posted to my blog. So that's why I have this column here, post to website blog. I really should put it, now that I'm looking at it. Over here. But yeah, so it goes on my Substack. It also appears on my blog, and then my social media, Twitter and Instagram. And here I will do some Substack mentions and newsletter swaps. For Friday Fiction, however, I will do Substack mentions, but I don't think I'm going to do newsletter swaps in my Friday fiction because I really want to keep it as clean as possible. And so I think if I do newsletter swaps, it'll be a little messy. But I am willing to at least mention other fiction Substacks in there. I'll mention nonfiction in the other two, but in this one, because it's my fiction writing, I'm only going to mention fiction stackers here, as I like to call them. So yeah, so and this black, it just means that this is when I'm not doing, these are the weeks where I'm taking a break from Friday fiction, and I won't be releasing any stories because I don't want to kill myself by trying to do 52 short stories in 52 weeks again, like I tried to do last year. And it didn't happen. But again, it didn't happen because of COVID, not because I couldn't keep up. And then starting in May 1st of 2022 is when I'm going to be starting my serialized fiction, which is what this is. So I'm already gearing myself up and getting ready to go. Again, I'm not going to do newsletter swaps. I'm just going to do Substack mentions. And I'm going to like have a full month every Sunday of like getting people prepared for this story that's coming. And then June 5th will officially be when I start every week to release a chapter. And then right here after chapter 5, it's going to start becoming paid. So I'm letting myself know that I'm going to turn on the paid feature. And so the rest of these, if you want to read them, you'll have to pay monthly or whatever. But again, that's not till next summer. So plenty of time. And then my website was what I was working on for the past couple days. And I love it now. It's like amazing. This is it. It's so clean and like simple. It's literally just my bio here. I am considering having like my wife wants me to have photos taken. She's tired of looking at the illustration that I have. She wants me to actually use my real face. So if I do get photos taken, then I will likely shift this over to one side and put my face beside it. Otherwise, it's going to stay like this with a little paragraph. It tells you about my newsletter. It gives you a little history about, me growing up and how I love writing. I mentioned my Friday fiction here. I mentioned when I wrote under someone else's universe. I mentioned my YouTube channel, my Twitter, my Instagram, my newsletter again, and then my email where you can contact me. Plain and simple. I have my social media up here, my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And again, you can click this to email me. I have sub to my stack here, which is basically going to take you to my Substack so you can subscribe. And then my blog, and that's it. And again, the blog cross posts with the other thing. So, and then I mimicked this area here is basically this here on the sideboard here, which I have to update to remove Facebook and etc. But it basically just mimics as best as I could another sub to my stack button here. And you see this is what's already on my Substack. It's a 13-minute read. And right here it says it's cross posted. So if you click here again, it's going to take you to my Substack so you can subscribe. Like I'm pushing that very, very, very hard, and hoping that it works out the way that I want it. So yeah. And it helped me pare down my website a lot. Like I was able to delete a lot of pages that made my website probably very heavy to load because I had so many things going on. All of it gone. Oh, spam risk. I love answering a spam risk call. Oh no, I didn't mean to accept it. Shit, did I really accept that? No, I hit decline. Okay. I thought I accidentally hit the accept button. That would have been silly. That would have been silly to accept a spam. I don't want to accept no spam call. Alright. I'm going to check my mail real quick. Hey, Shay. What do I spy with my little eye? Did somebody just subscribe to my stack? Did you just sub to my stack, girl? Are you listening? Somebody just subbed to my stack. I love saying it that way, by the way. Like they don't use that, and I don't mind if they like hear me saying it and think it's cool and they use it as their own like slogan, because I think it just sounds cool, like sub to my stack. And so I'm putting that everywhere. That's the way I'm phrasing it, because I think it just sounds cooler. Like, yo, did you sub to my stack? It probably sounds a little naughty as well, but I just think it sounds cool. I don't know why that's going to my junk mail, but whatever. I'm also trying to not go to Gmail and use my actual mail app on my computer, because I'm starting to use my actual like email that comes from my website. So Erica@eldrayton.com is the Gmail is the email that I'm using. And so in order for me to view like stuff that's going there, like my Substack, everything Substack related, I have pointing to that email address. And so the only way for me to look at it is to have like a native thing on my computer. So it's like, oh, that means I'm going to have to let me delete this cache real quick. And let's move on to what I was going to be working on next. I wonder if I should sign out and sign into the other thing, because then it'll be a blank canvas. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go. So this is what people see, which I don't understand why they see this. Oh, God. I thought I had actual like verbiage here to describe like what E.L. Drayton, the storyteller, is. Why did my computer just freeze? Okay, people, my computer just, well, not my computer, but my Safari just froze, so I don't know why. What the? Okay. I might have to force quit it. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm gonna have to force quit Safari. Wow. Let's try opening it again. Okay. Now, what was I doing? Failed to load. Oh my God. Okay. Everything is crapping out right now. Okay, so this was where I was. So I'm supposed to have like actual... there must be something in my settings. So let's go back in. Oh my God. Okay, so it must be something in my settings. Because I know with other... see, I have a one-line description. This is supposed to be what you see. So why is it not showing that? There must be something... oh, right here. Okay, hide my publication name, but don't hide the one-line description. Okay, I think that was what I needed to do. Okay, so now let me try it again. There we go. Okay. I write stories, short, long, and everything in between. When I'm not writing fiction, I'm writing nonfiction posts, sharing my experiences as a creator. You decide which path you want to walk down or take them both. Okay, see, that's what I wanted. And then boom. Okay, so now I figured that out. So I want to come back here and I want to log in. I'm surprised that it still let you hit the confirm button a week later. Okay, so I want to... So I created this account. Now act like I know what the password is, right? Yeah, I don't know what the password is. So they're gonna have to email me a login. Cause I oh man. I swear this is the fault of like technology where it offers to just remember these things for you, so you're kind of like, huh, I don't remember things anymore because I decided to let my technology remember it for me. Yeah, and for whatever reason, it's not here, so that doesn't help me either. And I don't know, well, you know, seriously. It actually dropped the window. Like, why would you put it there? I'm gonna come back up here and put it. Can you come in here? Thank you. Okay, so now I'm signed in here. I'm gonna go to my dashboard. And then I'm gonna go to... Where am I going? Oh, set up your profile. I might need to do a post on that, but before I even do that, I'm gonna go to settings and we're gonna work on the welcome page. No, not viewing the welcome page, I want to edit it. Well, wait, is it the welcome page or the welcome email? What am I doing again? The welcome email, okay. So that's this bad boy right here. Okay. I wish it didn't have this damn maintenance thing up here, but whatever, man. Okay. I know exactly what I'm doing. It may not look like I know what I'm doing, but I know exactly what I'm doing. Come on. So I'm probably going to stream until about 10:30 because I have to do about like I have things I have to do for work, and I want to make sure that I get on that because I have 2 meetings from 12 to 1, and then I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon that I have to get ready for at 2:30, or get ready to leave at 2:30 or 2:15 or whatever. But anyway, okay, I'm starting to actually get cold, so I'm going to turn off the fan and probably close my office door. So hold on 1 second while I do that. Oh. Jesus. How cold is it? Alright. Whew. I have to leave the AC on up here for my wife because we use the AC upstairs to flow downstairs into her office. So I don't want to sweat her out by turning it off. But I have an office door that I can close and keep the AC coldness out. Okay. All of a sudden it got so quiet in here. I almost feel like I need to whisper because it's so quiet in here. Tell me how I forgot what it's called already. Publish your first post. You know what I'm wondering? My wife recently said to me that she subscribed to a Substack, and probably the same thing that happened to you happened to her. And so she was probably saying that to me because she wanted to hint that she subscribed to mine. But I never actually saw that she did, and it's probably because she's not aware that there's a double opt-in email. Nope, it was somebody else. And here, let me see who she subbed to. And here I thought she had subbed to me. This might be worth subbing to. Oh, I have to do it when I'm in my other account. Okay, then we're gonna insert image. Uh-huh. 12. Jesus, Jesus. boy. You missed it all, girl. You missed the key to life, and I explained the I just explained everything, and you missed it all. And the quiz is tomorrow. I'm wondering if I should turn off the double opt-in thing, just because there probably are more people similar to your situation who subscribed um, but didn't realize that they had to like click the button to say complete, confirm subscription. And do I really want to have that as a roadblock to people subscribing, especially with my like really cool campaign that I'm running right now about being awesome? Speaking of, what do you think about my awesome campaign? Girl, wait till you see what I have coming out today. Every day for the next, like, I don't know how many days. Um, I think I have enough stuff for a few days actually, because I feel like a lot of people are liking my post, but I'm not seeing the number of subscriptions I'm expecting. And like I said, I feel like it could be because I have that double opt-in. And so, yeah. So, you know what? Instead of speaking about it, let's just do it. Let's just do it, because I don't want that to be a hindrance. The only reason I turned it on is because I want to make sure that people who are signing up are using real emails and not like um some fake crap. um but I feel like while I'm doing this, I need to be as easy to so let's go to settings, and let me see where that option is. It's here somewhere. Let's see. We're not doing paid yet. Publication details. See right here. Okay. So I'm going to uncheck double opt-in for email signups. And I think that's all I need to do. I think. Yeah, I think that's all I need to do. not going to my inbox. But you know what? Life can be weird sometimes. So let's go back to. I have 21 email on my email list right now. No way. And that's all like organically. Like I haven't actually like poured any money into trying to grow my email list. Like that's pretty sweet. I'm not going to show my subscriber window from here because I don't want to show any emails. But let me come back here. This is going to be a short one, which I'm fine with because the other ones have been pretty long. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this ready to go. Since I'm here, this is for what day now? 8/23, is that right? 2022. Yep, Monday. Alright, so we got a few things we gotta do here. First, we're gonna add my banner. And I think I want to bold this. And we're gonna insert an image here, which is basically just gonna be the screenshot I took. And oh, you know what I don't say? And then I think you have to scroll. so this is saved. So I'm gonna jump out of here so I could take a quick screenshot of where I'm actually gonna need to edit that because I'm in my other account. But that's fine. I'm just gonna mark it up on my computer here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to my posts, come down here to my drafts. I'm going to add an image here. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in here. Okay, so now that's the email. Or, let me not say that's the email, that's the thing. Where is my... How do I know this is saving? Let me copy this because I just noticed I'm not seeing... Okay, so it is saving, but I'm not seeing how I can get to settings and such. Oh, is this thing... Sometimes it craps out like that. Which is fine. That means I'll just have to go back to it later and make sure I set it to auto post at the time that it needs to auto post. So for now, let me do the next step, which is to put this yikes. I didn't realize it was going to do that. Like it turned it into one big hyperlink. Let me clear formatting. Why does it look like that? Yeah, it like... Looks like it hyperlinked everything. I don't mind that it put the images, I just don't want the... Okay, that's got nothing. Break the links. Otherwise it's going to accidentally put links in my actual... There we go. Okay, I think that's all the spacing. No, I have one here. The heck was that? Okay, now I think I got it matching. I think I got it matchy-matchy. So now we're going to add this to my personal site and schedule that, which hopefully won't hinder me. Actually, I'm right at the end of when I wanted to finish streaming, so you guys may not see me watch me do this part. That's alright, I did an hour and a half, not too bad, considering I've been missing a lot of streams lately. Oh my god, I hate how Grammarly gets in my way. So I always have to shut it off. Now we're gonna copy this. Oops, went the wrong way. We're gonna paste it here. And I'm going to add an image. And we're going to upload from my desktop. I think we're doing this one first. And I'm going to make it a medium just cause. And then I'm going to align center. I'm going to add another classic paragraph. Come up here and grab this verbiage. And then I'm going to add another image. Oh, someone's getting playtime downstairs. I think I might go join them. I'm going to upload this image here. I will leave it to be full size, but I will align center. And then I'm going to add the last bit of words, which is all the way down, copy and paste. Okay, I'm going to well, I had my breakfast like 3 hours ago. Although I am still hungry, I feel like I scarfed my oatmeal down. I'm just quickly trying to fix this situation here. So I can go downstairs, see what they're up to. See what they're up to. I hear the squeaky toys going. I don't want to miss the squeaky toy fun. Okay, this is going to be bolded. And I know I add, oh my god, go away. Tell this thing to go away. I think I add a paragraph and it's going to be welcome email tips. And I believe I use huge, bold, center. Alright, this is going to post on August 23rd at 8 a.m. And let's set the featured image. Right there. Allow pingbacks. I might be able to get rid of my Patreon thing there. Let's go to categories real quick. Actually, I didn't even need to add the featured image. This is gonna go under Substack, and we can schedule it now. I just realized. And let's view the post. Boom, winning. So this is it's a 5-minute read. That's really short. So this is going to come out on Monday. Very short and sweet, which is good because the other two was like 8 and 13 minutes. All right, so I am out of here. I'm gonna go downstairs for a bit, find some more food, and then I'm going to do like work because I need to I got a lot to do today, and I'm gonna be nonstop till about 4 o'clock when I'm gonna probably collapse from exhaustion. So thank you all for being here. I will be here Friday, where I will be working on my 3rd Friday Fiction 2.0 short story, writing it live on stream, editing it briefly, and then posting it for my Substack subscribers. So if you're not subbed to my stack yet, you need to get subbed because that's the only place that you can read my Friday Fiction short stories. So with that said, thank you all for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being patient with me as I'm trying to figure out how I can stream, take care of my dog, do my, regular work life things and all of that stuff. It's been a bit of adjustment for these past 2.5 weeks, and we're still trying to figure out how we're gonna make it all work out. But I'm hopeful that I'll be able to continue to stream 3 days a week in the mornings, come hell or high water. So again, thank you all for watching. I will be here on Friday, hopefully. And yeah, so